had a chance to review.
We have not had a chance to review the committee substitute, which is considerably less than the original bill.
That's right.
Mr. Chairman, this issue of diversity, equity, and inclusion, specifically the effort to do away with it in the state of Texas, how did it get its genesis? I mean, why now?
Well, Senator West, you see the same reports that I do around the country with regard to just different perceptions based on how many different things are working in higher ed as an example, and hiring practice as an example, and sort of political and non-political efforts. All of these things sort of wrapped up together, and as we come together, as state legislatures come together, as governors of each state put out certain positions, there's always sort of a rearview mirror evaluation of how things are working, and if programs are successful or if they're not necessarily achieving their end goals. So,
Okay, so in terms of the diversity inclusion initiatives, they have not been working in the state of Texas, bringing about a more diverse workplace. It seems as though that it has begun to work, and all of a sudden now we are looking at kind of throwing the baby out with the bathwater, because there's been maybe some isolated incidents of the wrongful application of the programs, the operational program. And I have said to you and said to the leadership of this state, if there are isolated incidents, let's focus in on fixing the isolated incidents, not throwing out diversity, equity, and inclusion. You, as well as I, know that this particular initiative comes out of the civil rights movement to try to have more inclusion in the state of Texas, in this country. And we're beginning to see it take root, so to speak. And all of a sudden now we want to start backtracking on it and make it a political soundbite in terms of doing away with it across the entire country. And when we begin to expand it, as we're doing at least in the base bill, I hadn't seen the rewrite, we're saying that it can't even be applied towards admissions. I'm looking here, it says institution of higher education may not require a student, employee, or applicant for employment at the institution to participate in any training on diversity. Why not? I mean, when you look at this world, it's a more diverse world. I think we're doing a disservice to the young people of the state that in many instances, be they black, white, brown, purple, or pink, live in pretty much segregated communities. And the only opportunity in many instances that they have in order to understand, appreciate, and get to know a diverse population is when they go to college. And the only opportunity in many instances, they get an opportunity to interact with people that are professors and employees of different statuses and different ethnic groups when they get their education at a university. And so when we in Texas decide to say we're going to do away with this, and y'all got the votes to do it. I mean, it is what it is, okay? But there will be us that will stand up and say it's wrong. It's totally wrong what's getting ready to happen in this legislative process, as opposed to trying to fix the isolated incident and make it a better program. You're talking about dismantling the entire program.
yeah, we've and Senator West,